Ho, 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 passengers. We just came back from the North Pole just to be here and bring some holiday cheers with beers. And as always, please observe the no smoking signs.
Check out the big brain on bread.
Good job, Rems.
Thank
Good
you.
job, Remy. You got a
Well
good
done.
soundbite.
Good job,
Zach.
Remy.
Thank you.
That
All
wasn't bad.
Wasn't bad.
It was all right.
Listen, the chat's got some peeps in there. That's good to
Hmm.
see here on the old holiday edition. I like
How many
that.
weeks have we been off?
About
3,
four.
A month,
4, has it?
roughly.
Yeah.
What was
I
our
said
last
to
show?
myself, I'm
11?
going to go to the casino and start going to play poker on Tuesday.
You play poker at the casino?
Yeah, you don't like doing that?
Play
I mean,
crap.
I like picking poker, but not at the casino.
Craps
Those guys
is
are
so
heavy
much
hitters.
fun.
man.
Oh my
No,
gosh.
I don't know how to play craps.
I'll teach you.
Do you know how to play craps?
Oh yeah, it's all
Fast game.
It is fast.
Dude, like I sit there and watch. You know what happened to me one time? So you know when you have money on the table, I know I was playing hard ways, right? I know I was playing a hard 8. And one of the points was an 8. And they didn't pay me. And they said an 8 came out before. I got so mad because you watch every roll of the dice. When you got $10, $20 on a bet, you know what comes out.
Yeah.
You know when you're getting
'Cause
paid.
you're looking for it.
You're looking for it.
Yeah.
I was pissed off and I never played again. That's kind of what happened. My dad used to play he says, Diego, you got to play don't pass. Like
Yeah.
you're playing with the house and they always win and people like you get pissed off at them. Right.
I
used-
like it, but it's a problem.
Is it?
I don't do it anymore because it was a
It's a
problem for a little
problem.
bit.
Yeah.
Like I'll get on like Discord with Ryan Blanchard and them and stream it because they can't gamble. Like,
Oh,
from
right,
North
right.
Carolina or Connecticut, and
Yeah.
they watch me and then they'll send me money to gamble for us. And they
Wow.
make money off of me. So I
I'm
lose
gonna-
my own and then I have to send them.
Next time I see Blanchard, I'm busting
Yeah.
his chops. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, but I said I'm gonna start going on Tuesdays. I have never made it yet.
Over to the casino where Mohegan you're trying
Yeah,
to
I
get
just go. My brother goes up there on Tuesday nights. That's his night, and my brother's
Yeah.
reckless.
Oh,
though.
last time we were over there was a whole group of Sid's View podcast fans at the old comics.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's great.
Mm-hmm. That was phenomenal.
That's cool.
All right, let's settle in. It's time
Yep.
to spread some holiday cheer.
Oh, I am ready.
Oh, okay. I like the enthusiasm.
Do it.
Well, let's start the insanity.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Man Cave for our annual Christmas podcast. Glad to have you aboard on this special Friday night. Diego's in the house. What's up, buddy?
Oh, nice. It's very nice. Happy after a nice Thanksgiving dinner.
Yeah.
And then we had a little turkey derby to watch. Great week.
All right, and our Reminator's over here on the controls, ready to roll.
Am I going to be the one doing this?
Well, I called up my man, Chris Kringle. He's a little bit busy this time of year. It's all you.
Yo, yo, yo! It's a beautiful Friday. I'm here with my boys. Let's do this.
All right, my man Rob's down to the bullpen. Might borrow his head to Brillo pad some freaking dirty dishes upstairs. Look at that thing. Oh, my goodness.
What up, everybody? Your man Rob back in the house for a Christmas special, and as a very special gift to all those wonderful viewers out there, I've grown out this immaculate and gluttonous fro for one last show before it gets chopped off tomorrow morning.
Gluttonous. Our man Bonds is over there. Yes, we have an update prepared.
My super suit.
Coming up, Derby Day 1 dominance ends cold turkey for Zachem, but he would bring the heat when it mattered most, and we see what's cooking for 2026.
The wordplay is just off the charts with my man Bonds.
It is.
It's unbelievable. All right, listen, everybody. Now, if you want to be part of the show, you know what you got to do. You got to get yourself that membership over there, youtube.com/sidsview/join, $4.99 a month. All through the off season, Diego, we don't mess around. We still have bonus content every Thursday for our podcast members. And of course, we're going to have some more live shows in January. We'll talk about that a little bit later. But let's introduce our man over here on the Seacon Grand Prix hot seat, the reigning NASCAR modified champion. Austin Beers is in the house. What's up, buddy?
What's up? Pleasure to be here. Thanks for finally inviting me.
Oh,
on.
this guy.
You like that, Sid?
That's unbelievable, this guy. Well, listen, it worked out well. We're glad to have you. Our first guest from Pennsylvania over here in the old
Wow.
podcast. Yeah, awesome. So, Diego, Did you have yourself a nice? You said you had a nice Thanksgiving.
Well, we hosted this year,
Oh, you
which
did?
we normally don't do.
Oh, okay.
So me and the wife threw down. Well, really, she chefed it up a lot, but I did my part. I tried to, carve the turkey and set up the tables. Had Emma and a bunch of people over. So
nice.
as much.
How many people we talking here?
Well, we only had like 6 or 8 for maybe. I think there was 8 for dinner, but throughout the course of the night, it's like. My
People swinging by.
yeah, like little
stopping.
D came up from North Carolina to visit his father. I tell you one thing that we did have. I don't know how competitive you guys are, but we had a serious game of Jenga. I'm talking
nice.
like
Jenga can get intense.
Like Derek, my brother, Brody, and it was like, and then so JJ had gelled mine. She wanted to paint my nails. I got a little daughter, so I'm like, JJ, I'll do the clear.
Yeah.
Do the clear. So all night we're playing Jenga and the lights hit them just right and they're still glistening. These guys were dying, but yeah, we had a great time, man.
Yeah.
And I enjoy, everybody knows me on the podcast. I just enjoy family and doing all that fun stuff. And I just had a fantastic time, man.
Yeah, we host Christmas here. Matter of fact, we're doing the Mindless Chatter podcast on Monday, and then we take the studio down because we have Christmas here. And we are going to be 24 people deep.
Yeah.
And for dinner.
Yeah, that's
Christmas.
That's some hosting.
Yeah, it's pretty intense.
That's a lot of piss.
But we have a good time. My family has got, and it just keeps growing.
Yeah.
And the ones that were really young when I was like Austin's age now have their own kids, and it just keeps growing. But it's rare that we can all get together. So
you guys cook too?
Yeah.
Woo.
Yeah. Well, I should say this. Tisha and I don't do all the cooking. Everybody in my family is a great cook, and so everybody kind of brings something that alleviates a lot of the.
I mean, that's a great part about the holidays.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, how often do you get to get everybody together?
No, it's rare, right?
The basketball games are on or whatever's on.
2 or 3 times a year most.
Yeah.
It's just so fun, man.
Right. All right, let's get after it. There's only a few events, but there was a lot of news, a lot of schedules. Raul Bonssa's got all kinds of stuff for us to talk about. And you know what happened, Robert?
Yeah.
I forgot to put the update in here.
Oh, Jesus.
That's just already we're screwing stuff up. But we're going to play this anyways. We're just going to have the wrong date on it. Who cares,
What?
right?
What are you talking about? I don't see any problem with that.
Yeah.
November 4th?
November 4th, December 5th, whatever.
Perfect.
Yeah, it's fine.
November 4th news.
It's fine. Hi, Bonsa.
Can I talk?
What's up, buddy?
The weekly update presented by Fowler's Auto Wrecking. We're going to start with the Riverhead Raceway Islip 300 that took place on November 15th, where Joey Braun, in his first year of Tour Type Modified Racing, won the event and pocketed $12,000 as a result.
Yeah, man, that was a fun. Has he driven that car all year? Because that car showed up at Stafford, hasn't it?
He raced at Stafford this year, and
I think
Kyle Elwood
at
used to drive.
Riverhead.
Yeah.
Bro, it was it's funny because I was watching that race, and I've always liked that car because there's a hell of a lot of chrome on it. That car is it is though. It's chrome Nerf bars, chrome wheels. The car is sweet looking.
We just know how much you love chrome.
I do. I really love it. And anyways, he ran like early in that race, mid to back pack or something, and I had to go somewhere. I couldn't believe he was leading at the end like he was. And I obviously don't know how good he is there, but to me it was really impressive. He obviously knew how to save tires and must have had a great pit stop. Right.
That's a good car because I know Kyle Elwood drove that car and he drove it to a podium at Stafford in an Open 80, I believe, 1 or 2 years ago. And then Braun, he raced down south in the Hillbilly car, I believe, the 79 car. So he's had his reps in the Tour Type Modified this year. But yeah, he won at Riverhead previously this season leading up to the 300.
Field was a little disappointing.
It wasn't that big of a field.
Yeah, there's not many cars there. I think there was only, 14 or something like that, wasn't it?
I don't remember the exact number. 15,
but I
16.
remember watching that the past couple of years. Have you raced that race?
Yeah, 2 years ago. Last year. Yeah, last year.
It must be cold as hell there too, man. I don't know. I don't know about me. Like for the age, like I watched that race where I watched the Turkey Derby. I'm like, this is good right here. Wait where I'm at. You know what I mean?
But I mean, Braun had to beat Matt Hirschman to do it. Matt Hirschman was in that race. So even though the field may not have been the largest, there were still some stout cars. I mean, Grennan was in that race. I think he led the majority of that race. He led a lot of laps, and we saw how good he was at Seekonk, and he's obviously really good at Riverhead. He
Yeah,
won
right.
the 300 the previous year.
Yeah, right. I mean, it's a good race. Listen, I love it because Flo puts it on. And, you know, at that point in time, we're in strip down mode, like most people in the garages. Yeah, no, I mean, I'm talking the cars, not, you know. I know
we never know with you, Diego.
Well, I know Sid put that clip out last week, and I know I talked about it before the show. I still watch it and just laugh and listen to you. It's funny, so I'm expecting something good out of that one.
What? I never do anything. What are you talking about?
Right.
You're talking about the Islip 300 being cold. Nothing is colder than the Turkey Derby, which happened this past weekend on Friday and Saturday. On Friday, we had the Wall Modifieds race their 100-lapper, and Stephen Reed held off Matt Hirschman in the final laps to claim victory. There you go.
That stop.
Oh, we got audio.
Now I hear myself twice. I couldn't believe how Zachem, a lot of people emphasize saving tires in that race.
Such a torrid pace.
He was going all out.
All right, I think we're back now.
All right.
I think everything's fine. I
You
guess
see Bonsignor on there?
people in the live chat will
What
tell
do you
us.
say?
Oh, Bonsignor, he's funny. Cost so much money to get beers on the show, they couldn't afford the audio.
We
That
rolled
sounds
the
about
dice
right.
on that
Listen,
one.
we've been going a
yeah.
month, have a few little debacles here. It's all right, no big deal.
But I mean,
Listen-
the audio quality will hopefully be nice and improved. A little Christmas miracle right there.
I got a little bit cocky on it. Rob was like, I think we need to switch this, but I don't know if anything will happen. And I just said, screw it.
And something
And
else.
I screwed it up.
yeah.
I think we're back at
all
it.
good.
All right.
So do you want to pick up with that video?
Yeah, let's play that video clip again.
Okay. Give me one.
She's gotta
second,
re-rack it.
everyone.
Yeah,
gotta
that was a tough deal there, man, with Zachem.
Yeah, I had a feeling though, like when races go on like that, you just feel like something is going to happen those last 5-6 laps, especially during a long run.
Something always happens.
Yes,
At Wall.
especially at Wall
I'm
Stadium.
ready to see it. Let's see what
All right,
happens.
let's go.
Max Zachem, your leader, Reed on his bumper.
Reed's no
Hershey
joke
was
there
the best
either,
seat
though.
to have.
No, he's
That's
not.
his house.
Oh, he's won that race a couple times.
Oh, yeah.
3 laps to go.
And he was reeling in Zachem
Zachem
for a while.
Yeah.
The leader.
Well, Reed and Matt saved very well.
Yeah.
He negotiates around one car.
I love the race director on Mike, dude.
Trouble
It's
for
so
the leader,
good.
Max Zachem with us.
He's had a couple good ones that weekend.
That might be my favorite part of the clip. the guy in the background.
Bro, listen, when that happened, right? Because I was watching, I'm like, oh, this is going to be great. Zachem's going to get the win. When that happened, I turned Flo right off my TV. And my wife's like, where you going? I'm like, the race is over. You know what I mean? I'm like, it's over. That's it. I'm not watching it anymore.
It was shaping up to be a really good battle between those two. And Hirschman was a couple car lanes back, but Reed was reeling Zachem in. It's just unfortunate that, what happened. I just couldn't believe how Zachem, it didn't look like he was conserving anything during that race. Guys like Hirschman and Reed, you could tell they were taking it easy, especially early on. Zachem looked like how he was in the SK5K. He just went 100% from the start and was not losing a whole lot of time.
It was like his tires never fell off.
Right. It just boggled my mind.
I think, so I'm going to say this a couple times back in my illustrious XK deals. We had some cars that were like what you had mentioned earlier. When you said you had a car at Richmond, we had spoke earlier that just would go anywhere and do anything.
Yeah.
It's possible that when you have a car that's that good, you could go out on old tires and almost set the top of the charts.
Yeah, you feel like you're saving, but you're still going really fast.
Right.
Yeah.
Like that Richmond race, my spotter was telling me to slow down. I was like, I am.
Yeah, right. You're like, you're still setting fast time.
Yeah.
You're like, I am slowing down. I'm lifting. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. You don't know. Max obviously is really good at wall, and they've got their stuff together with the setups of the cars because I mean, not to jump the script, but obviously everybody knows what happens the next day. Those guys come with good stuff.
That 20's fast everywhere, though.
It's been a great year.
Yep.
And Stafford was getting a hell of a lot of love.
I know.
On the mic over that whole deal. But
can I have a second?
Yeah.
Did you call your SK career illustrious? Is that what
Slightly.
I heard? Okay, slightly. Okay, that sounds better.
Slightly.
Okay, yeah.
But
loosely.
But when you have cars that are that good is really what I was getting around to. Even if you are saving, you're still so good. You have to, you have cars like that some days, and that might have been one of them days for Max. I don't know.
I just know there was a lot of debate about the incident itself, and I don't know what different the lap. It's tough when you're a lap car and you get caught in the middle of the corner and you're running the bottom, and you can't go below the yellow line at Wall Stadium. That's the rule. You can't go below it.
That's a tough track like that. I mean, you watch that. I mean, I thought the 28, is that the 28 that was getting lapped to the
49?
49.
I thought the 49 was on the bottom, but I don't, I've never raced there, and they come up on are so fast.
Closing rate's quick.
Yes. And so, I think it's hard. I feel like I watch that track. It almost looks like it takes your breath away.
Yep.
Racing around. It just feels like there's so much like inertia or something in your body as you're going around the track. I don't know. It seems like a lot.
Right.
And so, that was late in a run.
Yeah.
Steven Reed is like, I mean, you're white knuckling at that point, right? Because this dude is about ready to blast your real bumper off your car, and you're straight white knuckling that whole time. So, there's split-second decisions that need to be made at that point in time.
Yeah.
And I don't know if the right one or the wrong one was made. It just, from either the lap car, but things just happen fast. And as soon as it happened, I clicked off the remote, and I said, that's it.
Well, that last run, Reed's win was not a walk in the park. Hirschman got into the back of Reed probably 3 or 4 times in those last few laps.
I've never seen Hirschman really drive like that.
I think he was just that much faster in the center of the corner.
Dude, I don't know.
It could also be Wall Stadium.
Is that what it is? Yeah, because I never see Matt drive like that.
When I go to Wall, it feels like everybody's unplugs their brain
Yeah.
for Turkey Derby.
Right.
That's how, I don't know. That's just how I
It's
feel.
surreal to even go watch that track. They just appear like someone in the corners. They look so much faster. It almost doesn't look right sitting in the stands there.
When I went 3 years ago, it seems to be a constant chaotic
It's very chaotic. But
sure.
like I said, everything moves so fast
Right.
there. Their closing rate, especially like on a lap car like Zachem had, is so quick.
Oh, you could tell.
Yeah, and then you got Reed behind you, like you said. It's split-second decisions.
Yeah, and the spotter had to be said clear by half, clear by 1, clear by half on the bumper.
Yeah.
So we know he's not leaving.
And he's close enough that he can get you any corner if you
Any
want to.
corner.
And you're boiling down to 3, however many laps
There's 2 to go, right?
Yeah.
3.
So you know something's gonna happen soon.
Yeah, and the emotion, it was like being there for me, because I could see Steven Reed was like, looked like he was foaming at the mouth to get to him. And he would get there, and I'm going to be honest, I've never seen so many SKs sideways off a corner because you guys are hammering each other.
They're not supposed to be.
Yeah, and I know, like I see a car like totally broadside, and then whoop, right back up in line. I'm like, wow.
Where'd you end up finishing?
6th.
6th?
Yeah, I was 5th in the restart. My car owner beat me. I was pissed off at that. Took my top 5.
Yeah.
Well, the sadness on that night for Zachem soon flipped within 24 hours because in the 150-lap tour type race, Zachem made his way through the pack, which is a complete opposite of the night before where he dominated. He just kind of snuck in there late in the race, got by Timmy Salamita with 14 laps to go, and achieved redemption by winning the event.
Yeah, I mean, that's a cool story to bounce back like that and get the win there.
Yeah.
I felt like Timmy did what he could to hold him off, but he wasn't going to hold him off for 14 laps.
And that was a relatively clean
Timmy's
pass
car
for
was
Wall.
really tight. You could tell. That's where Zachem was killing him through the center of the corner.
And Timmy won that event the year before, I believe, or at least a couple years ago. But It was a relatively clean pass for the win. Like there wasn't too much contact. Like it's what you expect for Wall Stadium.
I thought the racing was awesome. Like all the way through the field. I mean, Flo was going through the field and trying to watch Showtime come through the field, and there was a lot of racing. I mean,
by the way, that's his first race.
Yeah, they left, right, or something.
No, he had some medical issues where he had to step away from racing.
First race all year,
and that was his first race all year. Yeah.
Well, I knew they had taken his son out of there over some problems.
No, Jimmy's had some medical.
Was that last year?
Yeah, that was this year.
Oh, that was this year.
Yeah, James got parked for a week.
Yeah,
and then they went and ran.
Yeah.
But that's Jimmy had some health issues, and so he's finally been able to get back. So that was good to see.
The Heartwood, I mean, they brought like 5 cars.
Did they?
I don't know. There was like
I saw 473 cars in that race. 4 cars with the same car number. I'm like, I don't even know which one Jimmy is because he was one of them. I think Jen Koyak was in that race too, or he was entered at least.
No, Andy J wasn't there, was he?
Yeah,
I thought he was.
Andy J was there.
Was Andy J there?
Yeah.
All right.
Way to pay attention.
I mean, like you said, the mod racing, you can always count it to be good at that track. I mean, when the mod tour was there, it was fantastic. They had one of the craziest races I've ever seen. I think it was 2019.
That was the one I think Woody Pitcat won.
Yes. And it's a shame that it seems like that track's future is always up in the air, but it's almost been up in the air for so long that you start to almost feel a little more comfortable again. You're like, oh, they say that every year.
You want to know, like, the story for me kind of was like, I don't know if this is surprising to anybody else, but like I'm watching, I turn it on, it's the non-qualifiers race. Maybe that's when that pass on the lap car I was talking about earlier, and Blake Barney was in second, and they had caught a lap car, but like Blake Barney not making the show is like weird to me, right? They've been pretty good all year. Won a tri-track race.
Yeah, they've been great.
He's raced that wall
a lot and didn't make the show.
Yeah. And Eddie McCarthy.
Yeah,
I
true.
go down south with him and help him. He wins there a lot.
I know.
He's a good driver.
That was another
one.
One.
Deals you got to.
Oh, they didn't even make it. How many did they start?
23, and then a provisional.
Damn.
They gave the winner a chance to either take the $2,000 or start the race, and he decided to start the race.
Yeah.
And
it was one of those things like it was like in qualifying really close, and you just had to put down a good lap. And Eddie, I don't know the story on Blake, but Eddie was just really tight, couldn't turn, and that was it.
Did you see the initial restart of that Conci or non-qualifiers race?
I didn't see it.
It was like a complete debacle. So Blake and Eddie got jammed up.
Well, Eddie broke a transmission.
Oh, is that what happened? He pulled off. Yeah, that's what happened.
Yeah.
He broke a tranny, so the leader got to get way out front, and Barney just kept chasing him down. Then something would happen. Right. I think Barney hit every car.
I heard he didn't make many friends.
No, definitely not. No, and for a guy that strong to miss the show, that's just another testament to how great that track is. I mean, the surface, the layout is so unique. You kind of just take big swings at it and pray for the best.
Yeah, I was shocked though, and I was like,
I was too.
Yeah, Blake Barney not making a big show but it happens.
Well,
right?
Andrew Krause didn't make the Walmart race.
That is true.
His family owns a racetrack.
Yeah. Wow. He had a real bad qualifying run in the wall mod.
But I think what happened was he
had an issue with the car.
There was fluid on the track from the guy before him. I'm pretty
really? Because I know he was like way off on the time in the time
bad,
trial. Huh. But yeah, good for Zachem though. I don't remember. Has he won a tour type mod race beforehand?
I don't know.
I don't know if he has.
He's had a big
Didn't
year.
he win a tour race before?
No, I don't think he ever won a NASCAR modified tour race.
No.
I don't know if he's won MRS.
He's had a big year this year, man.
He has.
Said you're on it already. I was going right to
the 5K was a big win.
Yeah. It's been a great year. I can't remember if he's won a modified tour type race in the past.
Because he was really competitive for a couple of years there.
In the modified tour, he was good. Like 6 years ago when he ran full time, I think it was.
He hasn't won on the tour.
That's what I thought. I'm not sure if he's won like an MRS or MTS or any other modified tour that there is, but I thought about that. It's big that it's a Turkey Derby, but I thought that might have been his first, or at least first in a long time in a tour type mod.
Mm-hmm.
So good for those guys. Now we go to 2026 schedules because a lot of schedules got released since we were last here. We start with the American Canadian Tour and Pro All-Star Series releasing their 2026 schedule at the Thompson Speedway Oval, featuring 2 days of racing on Icebreaker Weekend, 3 days of racing on World Series Weekend, along with 5 Wednesday events. The slate includes 2 Monaco Modified races, 3 NASCAR Modified Tour races, 3 Pro Truck races, and noticeably absent from the schedule is the mini stock division, which had competed at Thompson weekly for many years.
Yeah, so I got to tell you, if I'm being honest,
I know what you're going to say.
Yeah.
What?
Go for it.
Just say it.
No, you think I'm going to say good riddance, but I actually, although I was never a fan of that division at Thompson, and there was not a lot of them, but I do feel bad for those guys because the guys that did race there really only raced there.
Right.
Dave Trudeau, Pomposelli, right? Was there
Porter.
Who?
Porter.
Yeah.
Bill Porter.
Bill Porter.
I do feel bad, especially if it's one of the situations like we've talked about with other guys, Danny Cates, Sangermano, where fits their schedule.
Yeah, right.
And I just hope that doesn't put them out of racing. But that's a huge track for mini stocks, and they didn't get a lot of cars. I don't really fault them for getting rid of them. It's just one of those tough decisions where it's going to hurt somebody, unfortunately. But let me just put this schedule back up here again. So I was interested to see if the Race of Champions was going to be back, but it doesn't look like it is.
No.
Right.
No.
But
They haven't released their schedule.
I was just going to say, I feel like that
think so.
we didn't know this time last year that the Race of Champions was going to be part of the
Maybe
World
that's
Series.
up
Right?
I think
Did we? Yeah, it was.
The MRS is back, though.
Yeah, the
For
MRS
Friday,
is there
yeah.
on
MRS
a
is
Friday.
Saturday is an outlaw open modified race.
How about that though?
Yeah.
The championship
race.
event for the modified tour.
Party
It's good
at
that
the
it's at
clubhouse.
Thompson. Yeah.
So I do like that. So on the Wednesdays, the Monaco is anchoring one, the Tour is anchoring one. The Supermods will be interested to see if the Supermods alone will bring a crowd. And then the other two have also there's a late model showdown. And so they're kind of mixing it up with these Wednesday ones. They each have a little bit different in terms of like an anchor event.
Right. Yeah, the Supermod anchor is a little, that's kind of a head scratch for me. I mean,
Well, the only thing I will say is the Supermods at Thompson are
it's one of the best shows.
freaking awesome.
Yeah, it is one of the best tracks that they go to. I just feel like around here, people will go Supermods. I'm not showing up for that.
I'm happy, though, that the modified tour finale is at Thompson. I forgot who brought it up, but having the finale at Thompson in front of the modified crowd.
like Junior said that.
Junior did say that.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
You're with your people.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
In Martinsville, like that's a historic racetrack to win the championship at, but it's like you see the guys you race against. You don't see the people
The
you've been
fans.
the
Right.
fans
Yeah, right.
up in the Northeast
Yeah,
region.
I can't lie. When Doug Kobe won whatever it was, like 5 in a row, I mean, the Thompson crowd reaction, everybody just raging out, screaming. I mean, you're not going to get that down in wherever the hell they're running it,
Yeah, no, that's true. Yep.
Do want to mention Ken Zackham, Max's father, messaged me saying that Max won the Riverhead opener 7 years ago, and they raced tour type mods. So thank you,
I
Ken.
do remember that.
Yeah. All right. There we go.
Yeah, can always count on Ken for correcting me. Now we move to Seekonk Speedway, where they unveiled their Fast Friday, NASCAR weekly racing, and thrill show schedule for their 81st season of competition. 20 NASCAR shows, I believe 18 of those are on Saturdays. In addition, 15 Fast Friday events and 5 major thrill shows. One of them, I believe, is midweek. 2 Monaco Modified races on slate and 2 NASCAR Modified Tour races. And the Drive for the Cup playoff system will return as well.
All right. So first of all, if you're watching our show on your phone, good luck reading this graphic. But our show's meant to be seen on the big screen, anyways. But so Monaco is not doing the open wheel Wednesday or whatever they called it. But what I do like is that they are at Seekonk for a normal Saturday night event. No pro stocks, but the late model sportsmen and trucks will be there. So that's going to be cool. We hope to get up to Seekonk a couple times for regular show, but the fact that one of the times we're going to be up there for the Monaco series, they're going to have their regular event
it's like a bonus.
Yeah, it's definitely a bonus.
It's going to be hard to stay focused, honestly, because those
Yeah.
weekly divisions put on a banging show.
I mean, Seekonk, they are doing the thing here where they have once a month where they are closed, right, and do the thrill shows.
Yeah.
Is that correct? Yeah. So that's I really like their schedule. I think it's those thrill shows. I've yet to find a track operator who's told me they don't make money, and so
well, it's obvious because Stafford's starting to put them on,
right? And so it's a great mix. It's a great way that you can give your regular competitors some weekends off during the summer when there's a lot to do in this part of New England. So, yeah, listen, all good, man. Like I said, we hope to get up there. Seekonk's a fun track. We've had a lot of fun following that track and getting to
yeah.
know those drivers and they've always been a little bit on the outside because they don't run mods, but there's no doubt that they have a really good product on their track.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
Now we move to the Modified Racing Series, where they publicize their schedule for next season, opening up the year at the New Hampshire Motor Speedway, which will reward attendance points only to participating teams. 10 races in total are planned, including a return to Oxford Plains Speedway, White Mountain Motorsports Park, and Thompson Speedway. The New London Waterford Speedbowl, which held 2 MRS races this season, will not host one for 2026.
So,
Attendance points only.
yeah, I mean, I don't know what that means.
Yeah,
Other
what the hell
than
does that mean?
I don't
If
either.
you race, if you go and support that race,
You
in
get
New Hampshire,
fixed amount
you
of
get
points.
like 50 points.
Yeah.
yeah,
That's interesting.
it's not
Everyone gets the same amount of points.
Yeah, they're just trying to build a car count for that New Hampshire
Right.
icebreaker type race.
It's
Yeah.
not. It's right. It's not really. It's not a traditional MRS race. It's not like an MRS sanctioned race.
That
so to
schedule
speak.
is awesome. I like that schedule.
Do you?
I really do like
so
that schedule.
The thing that it's funny that you say that because Diego and I were talking about this a little bit. Actually, I think we were talking about it in the group chat, and it's nothing against these tracks. It's just I'm a Southern New England guy, and they're only coming down here at the end of the year in Thompson. It'll be tough for me to go to any of these events. It's kind of like that. They're the Northern New England tour now, and the modified the Monaco is the Southern New England modified
Yep.
tour.
Yeah.
And maybe that's going to work out best for all parties involved. But that is to me seems to be a stark difference in the scheduling for both those series this year.
Yes.
The Thompson race will do fine, though, because usually with the open modifieds there that weekend,
Oh,
too,
it's
they
great.
usually
Yeah.
get 25
Oh, yeah,
cars
they'll
or
get-
so.
yeah.
Oh, they'll get 30.
They'll
Yeah.
get 30.
Over
Yeah.
30 for that.
Right.
So why do you say that? What is it about that
I like
schedule
all
that
those
you like?
racetracks.
You like those tracks?
Yeah, Lee, yeah. We go to Claremont this year on the modified tour as well.
Oh, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
White Mountain's a really cool track. I got to go there for the first time this year. I liked all those races.
Yeah.
That's why I said it.
Nice. All right.
Plus,
You know,
it's not too many races. It's kind of spread out well. I think it's a good schedule.
Yeah. All right. What else you got, Bonsa?
The Granite State Pro Stock Series showed off their plans for 2026, beginning the year at Stafford Speedway, which was previously announced, while also going back to Seekonk Speedway as a midweek companion event to the NASCAR Modified Tour. 11 races have been confirmed for next year, but I saw that Series President Mike Parks noted that one additional June date is being finalized. We're not sure where that stands right now.
Okay.
A little mystery.
Yeah.
Well, they got a long gap.
They have
May
two
to
races.
June, it's a month.
They got
Yeah.
two races or three
no,
races at
that's-
Speedway, Ricky Craven Speedway.
Yeah, they have
that
a.
used to be Speedway 95.
95, yeah.
Yeah.
Now it's
Yep.
called Speedway,
Now it's just
presented by Bar Harbor
Speedway.
Bank
Yeah.
and Trust.
I think some places I think I've seen it called Ricky Craven Speedway.
That's a nice ring.
It's
to
a
it,
little bit
honestly.
better than
Yeah,
just
I like it.
Speedway.
Yeah,
What-
I'm
what-
going to
I was
Speedway.
confused that one was on the schedule.
Yeah, it's kind of.
It's like, which one?
It's like, did they miss a few words at the beginning
Yeah.
there?
All right, now we go to the New England Pro 4 Modifieds, where they announced their schedule for next season as well. And they're going to have 2 championships. Let me explain. There's a Tour Champion, which encompasses all 15 events scheduled for 2026, and a Monadnock Speedway Champion, because there's 10 Pro 4 Modified races being held at Monadnock
Wow.
this upcoming season. Additionally, the Pro 4 Modifieds will be considered Monadnock's Tier 3 NASCAR division.
Wow.
So yeah, they've done this. You know, the Pro Fours is listen. It's not really in my wheelhouse, but I am a historian. I've seen a lot of stuff there, and they've done this quite a few times over their history. Where, matter of fact, I think they did it at the Speedbowl when Saluka ran it. That they ran a bunch of races there, and sometimes they did. I think they've done it with Riverside.
Yeah.
They've done it, and they're kind of a club, and they really will go where people will let them race. And if Monadnock said, "Hey, we'll have you here," you know, however many times, then that's where they'll go.
Right.
So nothing wrong with that.
I will say the Pro 4s, I feel like their car counts were actually pretty decent this year.
They were. Every
Yeah.
time they came to the Speedbowl, there was
There was
Yeah.
at least
I
20,
was
right?
like, I'm
Yeah.
sitting at the fence. I'm like, damn, there's a lot of cars.
Where'd they come from?
Yeah, right.
You know what's neat about that? You know, the Meserve family started that. Dan Meserve
Yes.
Sr. started the Pro 4s. And from what I understand, they don't really own the series anymore, but they still support it.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
You know, with multiple people in that family racing in it. So that's really cool, including Brett, who's,
Yeah.
you know, could definitely still just say, hey, I'm just going to do the tour type mod. So it's
Right.
cool
Right.
that they, even though the series is in different hands, that they still support it. That's
Right.
that's cool.
All All right. In other news, Race Day CT reported that longtime Connecticut racer, Diego, you might know him, Sean Monahan, purchased the Walker Motorsports Pro Late Model team, which was based in Mooresville, North Carolina. Monahan has not named his team yet, but they're looking to make their debut at the Red Eye 6060 event January 3rd at New Smyrna Speedway. The team will be fielding cars next year for Sean's son, Brody, while possibly bringing in additional competitors.
Diego, your brother's just...
Yo,
You
balling
got to put
out.
a GPS
Just
on him, bro. Like,
balling
what is
out.
happening?
Street stock rental car program, now this.
You know what's funny? Like, I've been telling people, man, just from the days of us starting Critical Signs, it's a short story, but my aunt used to go to work, and Sean lived down there with my aunt, and soon she went to work, like the bed would go away, the tables would get folded down, final plotters were getting going.
Yeah.
And before she got home, everything kind of went away.
Right.
And to be owning and being able to buy a team down south and to do this is like, it's like living a dream, but in a different level. You know, like everybody like Austin, they want to go down south and race, but if you can't do that, like Sean's a little old, he's like, well, we'll just own one then. Right. So I'll just go to buy one.
I guess that works.
And it's like, if you could afford to do that, it's like living a dream, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm super proud of him, and I hope, I'm looking forward to going to Speed Weeks into the Red Eye and being a part of the team. I'm like, I'll clean the bottom of the car, whatever you guys need me to do, I'm in. So super proud of him. It should be exciting. And it's great for, people here, right? Because if
gives them a connection.
If Austin Beers wants to go run, be like, hey, Sean, what do you got available? Can we do something for North Wilkesboro, right? Or whatever it may be. You have somebody, because there's a hell of a lot of talent up here, whether it's in the SKs at Stafford or late model divisions or at
Pro
least
stocks at CCOM.
Yeah, whatever it may be, you have somebody that you actually have a connection with.
Yeah.
And you can pick up the phone and call them easily. And knowing that you're not probably, because you go down south and there's just like, you don't know who you're dealing with, really.
And you're not in that circle.
You're not in that circle.
It's scary to get in that circle and call those people in that circle. But if you have someone like a Sean down there, you're like, that's Sean. I know him. He's
he's gonna lead you in the right direction. Because Sean went in there. They've been doing this with Brody now, renting cars.
Yep.
And he, it's no secret. He spent money, right? He knows what it's like to get thrown into the fire.
Yeah.
He knows what it's like they wrecked the car pretty bad at Cordell. It didn't seem bad to me, but Sean's like, oh my God. And he finally probably just said, hey, listen, for what I'm spending to rent, I'm just going to buy the team. Right. And that's kind of think how it all went to. And, I know there's a lot more to that. You got to worry about there's full-time employees. There's the shop expenses all winter when no money's coming in. Yeah. So there's been a lot of thought put into it, but the shop is awesome. He's got everything going in the right. It's super exciting as, for my brother. I'm pumped.
So you haven't been down there yet? When you go down for the Red Eye, that you'll get a chance to.
Oh no! So the shop's in Mooresville.
Oh right,
the shop's in Mooresville, and so Sean's,
the Red Eye's at New Smyrna.
New Smyrna.
Yeah, okay,
so I'll make my way down there, but I know Sean's crew chief Scott really well because we ran with Walker.
Yep.
And it's a shame. I used to like to go race with Chris Walker. You guys have probably never met him, but he is a funny guy and. He loved racing, so I it sucks for Chris because that was his whole life. But at the same time, my brother was ready to make the move, so it's exciting to be a Monahan.
So Sean's in the chat, and he's like, and he says we want New England racers, and that's what I was going to say is that if it provides the opportunity for New England racers to be part of that circle, then
I'm not a New Englander.
Yeah, that's it. Right.
But
Beers is out, but anybody else,
that connection is going to be
well.
Great
Listen,
for some
I mean,
people.
his handle in the chat's Northeast Racer, so I think we can find some. We'll find some loopholes.
I mean, you're definitely not a Southern boy. So there is that.
All right, good luck there, Sean. That's quite the aggressive dive down into.
You're telling me.
Yeah,
I'm worried about putting a pool in.
All right, Bonsa, what else you got?
Well, in unfortunate news, Scott Cook, who had raced in Connecticut for a few decades, passed away at the age of 57. Cook scored feature victories at all 3 Connecticut racetracks while winning a street stock championship at Thompson.
Did you race streeters against him at the bowl?
Listen, I had to test his car for him at Thompson.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I'll never forget. I had to test his car because he wasn't there at a football game, and it was me and Jimmy.
Yep.
And I was real fast in the car. I said, Jimmy, leave this thing alone. And there was like 28, 30 streeters there.
Yeah.
Cook went out and won that night.
Wow.
Yeah, so tonight's his calling hours. I think tonight was his calling hours, so I just wanted to make sure. I couldn't make it because of the podcast. But
Yeah.
they all watching, Sydney and Chase and Peyton.
Yep.
All the kids. I just want to send my condolences to all those
Shout
guys.
out to, by the way, I believe Betty Gaeta's calling hours are tonight as well.
Are they really?
So,
Yeah.
yeah, I never knew Scott. He actually, I believe, went to high school with Tisha. I don't know if they were in the same grade or not, but they were both from Uncasville. And so she's known him basically her whole life. And when I think of Scott Cook, I just think fierce competitor.
Oh, my God.
I mean, whether it was football or racing, that dude was intense.
Well, you know, back in the day, they was known to throw back a few brujas.
A couple, yeah.
And they were called the thirsty ones.
Yeah, yeah.
Remember back in the
yes,
street?
when he had the streeter, yeah.
Oh, yeah, they were the thirsty ones. That was when we were first coming up in the streeters. I remember Sean was like a little punk, right? And they threatened to kick his butt, right? They were, you know, yeah, you remember the old days in the Speedbowl parking lot, man? It was a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff happened. Sean's like, oh, the Cooks want to kick my ass, dude. So I'm like, what are you going to do? He goes and gets in his car, goes to where they're parked, and just spits rocks all over his truck. Bing, 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 bing. I said, oh, I'm like, this guy is nuts. But we've had so many stories with the Cooks and racing with those guys, man. It's just a damn shame that stuff kind of happened.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, you know, you did. I don't know if it was inadvertently or not, but there's a nice segue there. You're talking about the thirsty ones. Remy, let's kick it down to the old Monaco Ford chalkboard chatter for a little irony of the day. Huh?
Someone who's not thirsty.
I mean, his last
evidently.
name's Beers. He doesn't drink. Can you get any weirder than that?
Oh,
I don't think so. I just don't like anything. I've tried.
Okay.
Not a little frozen.
It was.
patron?
I mean, is it a you know, that can get you in trouble, and you don't want to get in trouble because it'll affect the racing?
No.
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 You just don't like the taste of the beer.
2 years ago, when it rained at Thompson, Justin Bonsa tried to get me drunk, and it didn't work. I just didn't like anything. I don't know. I just don't.
What do you
like
mean? What, he was just giving you
Justin,
a bunch of different ones to
what
try?
were you
He got
feeding
me
in there?
Yeah, he was.
I was gonna say, what do you mean tried?
It was. I was just passing him off to his JoJo after. I was like,
finished
he'll
it.
drink it.
Right.
Sounds like something I would do.
Yeah, but I don't know.
definitely.
I've tried things. I just don't like anything.
Now,
Okay.
when
Stick to Shirley Temple.
All right.
When you won the
Listen, they sell it
championship-
in the store now. 7-Up Shirley Temple.
They do.
they?
I did
That's
see
the
that.
thing.
They do.
Yeah.
Plus, it's a lot cheaper.
That is true.
And
That
you
is
don't
correct.
get hungover.
Yeah.
Also correct. Yes.
I remember the night. It's great.
when you won the championship, Justin said you had to either drink it or wear it.
And I wore it.
That's great, man.
Well, that has been your Fowler's Auto Wrecking weekly update, Christmas style.
All right. Well done, my friend. Reminators, getting ready. It's time for the old Waddell Communications Nostalgia Nugget of the week.
Oh, you guys are rusty.
Yeah, that was
We need
lame.
like some Christmas remixes of these.
We should really bring for the Christmas show. That was an absolute.
Little bells.
That was just a
Terrible.
disaster. All right, well, you know what I'm going to do here? I'm going to give you a little. I'm going to give you a little sneak peek into some stuff I'm working on. You know, Nostalgia Nuggets. Hard to find anything that happened in December at the local racetracks, right? But I think, as I've alluded to a little earlier with one of the viewer mail questions, I'm putting in some work here before the calendar year ends on some stuff on the old Speedbowl history site. So I'm going to let me show you some nice little logos I made first, Diego, huh?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, we're going to be doing 3 different things on the Speedbowl history site. One of the things is now it's going to be the 75th season of the Speedbowl.
Wow.
So I am coming up with 75 different profiles for the site that we're going to, and I'll show you a little sneak preview of them. But mostly single individuals, sometimes a tandem, 2 car owners are paired up, but basically 75 profiles for the 75 seasons that we'll be highlighting. And I'm also going to do a little Waterford Speedbowl families. I figured that's another way to, and there's a lot of family traditions. Now, there's your basics like the Gatas and the Morans and even the Monahans, but there's some other families that I think people are going to be surprised about learning about that have a long history. And then because the Speedbowl has had so many different people own it, it's not like the Seekonk or Thompson, who's always been owned by the same people, or the Stafford that's been owned by the Aroots for over 50 years. The Speedbowl is constantly changing owners and operators, and they all brought different things. So when I was trying to figure out the 75, and then I felt like, well, nobody in this family would actually maybe make the 75 on their own, but the family as a collective is pretty important. And the whole point of it is to kind of be under this umbrella of, if you're telling this Speedbowl story, who would you tell, how would you tell it?
Yeah, right.
And so I figured this is 3 kind of branding ways to do it. The 75 profiles of basically competitors and car owners, the track operators, and then the families. Now, the 75 is going to be one thing. Obviously, the operators is a specific group of people. The families is something that will be going on for, there's literally, I've already come up with 25 families that have, 4, 5, 6 different winners, 3 different generations of winners. Yeah. There's a ton of Speedbowl families. So that's something that will keep going on. But I thought I'd give you a little sneak preview here, Rems. You ready? Mm-hmm. So, for example, this is one I've been working on. This is the Yarrington Beal family. For those who don't know, Charles Beal is the grandson of Ed Yarrington. That's Ed Yarrington's one of his cars there in the 60s. As a matter of fact, I just told Charles this, and I saw him the other day. Ed's wife, Shirley, won a powder puff in 1963.
Wow.
Ed didn't win his first modified race at the Speedbowl till 66.
Wow.
So Shirley Yarrington is actually the first winner in that family. So then it just goes by Ed Yarrington Jr. He was a street stock champ in the 70s. Charles won himself a Super X card champ. Jason's a truck champ. Charles's 2 daughters also race. We actually did a profile on them a couple years ago. Throw that video on. Give a statistical snapshot. And then we'll put a photo album in. And so
you're making a lot of work for yourself.
Well, I got a nice little system going down, and it is a lot of work. You got to find them. You got to make sure you get the old the photo credit there.
Yep. Yeah,
look at that.
And then so the other one, I'll give you a sneak preview for the. So this is Bob Potter. Of course, it would be no surprise that he would be on the Speedbowl 75. And so you tell a little bit of the story. I put some of the video segments from the documentary on here. This one is about his 76 season when he drove 4 different cars to the championship. And then this is the one where he flew out of the ballpark in the 90s.
I remember that.
In the Ceravolo car. And then again, give some stats and then the photo album. So we're putting some work in.
The car up there is nice, though, on the top corner of the page.
Which one now? Go back here, Rem. This one here?
No, the car on the right.
Oh, this one right here.
Yes. Come on. Can I get a hell yeah?
The old Rookie of the Year. Yeah. So that's what we're working on.
Come on, bro.
Is that car right there?
It might be.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, who cares? We're on to the next one. All right, Rob, down over there to you. Let's go.
Word.
All right.
Got to thank Northeast Performance Parts for this little Christmas special stat chat.
What kind of shampoo do you use?
Oh, my God.
You ever heard of Aussie? Get the purple bottle.
Okay.
Aussie?
Yeah, I've heard of Aussie. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the purple bottle.
What?
Although, it changes. When it gets shorter, you do it a little differently.
How does the bottle last you a week?
Yeah, pretty much. It may even be 5 days, honestly.
Do you have to buy special shampoo?
You have to. I can't use the basic, white shit, I can't use that.
You can't
shit.
use Head and Shoulders?
No Head and Shoulders for Rob.
No,
So
absolutely
what
not.
happened? Dries it right out or something?
Dude, it's terrible. The 3-in-1 combo, not a freaking chance, dude.
Really? Do you have to use conditioner?
Yes.
You do?
Dude, otherwise it becomes it gets dense. It's like there's
Brillo
glue
pad.
in there, basically.
Yeah.
It's bad. You don't want that.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah. But,
Fro, I
once
love
I
you,
cut the
bro.
sides off, it's a different mixture, shampoo versus conditioner ratio. It all matters.
Ratio. Oh, my gosh.
Can you even wear a hat?
Oh, it like sits on top of the hair. They're like, they say hair. I'm like, I got hat on top of hair. What are you talking about?
Man's like an 8.
Man's trying to look like Gerald from Hey Arnold.
No, pretty much, dude. You're not too far off with that. All right.
Here we go.
A lot of Sid's favorites, some national stuff, because that's what's been going down.
All right.
Got
Looking
some
forward
interesting
to it.
numbers out of the NASCAR lawsuit. That will be the basis of our first question here. There was a report that they apparently lost at the Chicago street course race, which ran for 3 years. $55 million across those 3 events. They lost $55 million. In terms of racing, which is generally pretty niche, okay, you definitely have more diehard fans as opposed to the casuals.
Mm-hmm.
Is it worth pushing into these new markets in hope of netting some new audiences, even if it's money losing endeavor, and especially if the diehard fans aren't buying it?
Well, so this is excluding the Amazon aspect completely?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean,
that's a debate that can go
I feel like
on
the
and
Amazon
on and
deal's
on.
a pretty big part of it because the TV viewership, that money was huge for them.
Right.
Yeah, especially getting in the streaming aspect of it.
I don't know. Do you like the Chicago race?
I enjoy road course races, but
See, I don't really enjoy. I mean, I like. I think I like the spectacle of Chicago. Like just the fact that they make a road course out of the city of Chicago is kind of neat. But the races have not been compelling to me at all. I
feel like it's rained in all of them, if not most of them.
Yeah, they do have some bad luck. With the
I've liked the. I mean, I just like it's something different. So I was never really against the idea of a Chicago street course, as long as you don't oversaturate them. Like one, I think is fine.
Thoughts over there,
Some
Beers?
of the races were good. I mean, there was a lot of calamity in them. Like you'd be watching and like there'd be 5 seconds from the leader,
right?
And then you just hear Mike Bagley going off in one of the corners.
Yeah.
Somebody wrecked.
Right.
So it's like that you have that like something could happen with you the whole time, and it something usually did.
Right. In 24, what was it? SVG and Bowman going at it, right? Was that one year?
Was that the first year?
No, the first year was Haley and SVG, which I thought was really weird. But I remember Bowman was involved in one of those.
Bowman won.
Bowman won.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes,
Bowman won.
yes.
SVG, I think, wrecked in that race. I don't think he wrecked in that race, but Bowman, he won that one.
And this year it had the in-season tournament.
Yes.
And Bubba Wallace and Bowman were getting
Where they were going after it.
Because they were racing each other in the tournament, and then
So
Bowman spun Bubba.
Right.
Yeah.
So the question, Rob, is it
Bubba
worth
spun
to still have those
Right.
events?
Well, as they also added, the given reason for why they willingly lost money was in hopes of netting this Amazon streaming deal for 5 races.
Mm-hmm.
Now, even that, when you look at the overall demographic of oval racing, especially at the national level, you start scratching your head a little bit.
Well, I'm not sure what the contract was with the Chicago race. Was it a 3-year contract? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the terms of agreement was between NASCAR and Chicago. If they had to run those 3 races no matter what, so that's another aspect you have to consider.
Right.
But in terms of trying out new places, I mean, I've never been against it. It's a balance, obviously, between trying new places and sticking to the roots. But there's still a lot of NASCAR races down in the Southeast. I think a vast majority of the races are in the Southeast. I mean, how many do we have in the Northeast? 2?
Right.
Loudon and Watkins Glen?
And Dover.
And Dover? Pocono. So if you want to consider
Pennsylvania
Dover,
exclusion.
if you want to consider Dover, Northeast, Mid-Atlantic, whatever, but yeah, I mean, you got 1 Pocono race, 1 Loudon race, 1 Watkins Glen race.
Yeah.
That's 3 out of 36 races. Not a high percentage. I don't think there's any in the Northwest. Portland for the Xfinity Series, but I don't think they're coming back. They got rid of that.
Yep.
So a vast majority of the races are still in the Southeast, where NASCAR grew up in. So I think people sometimes overreact in a way when they try new places, because the fact of the matter is there's still a lot of races down there, and I don't think that's ever going to change.
Right. Yeah, they're definitely. I very much appreciate the effort to break into like the urbanite demographics, so to speak. And those events, as has also been brought up already, got pretty hampered by the weather.
But I think the hype up into a race like Chicago is pretty awesome, right? And I'm sure there's a lot of excitement in the city.
Yeah, like Keter's saying that there's a concert in there and it was crazy.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if you guys ever been to Chicago. Chicago's nice and awesome. I went there and was able to experience it, and I heard a lot of bad things about Chicago and the crime rate, but we had a great time. And I would assume that the hype and you know they've got to expect to maybe lose a little money or break even at first, but I would think that, you know, NASCAR, you know, they've got a lot going on. They have people in place that know what's going on, and I don't think they make bad risks. You know what I mean? And so,
I mean, if you want to get that Amazon deal, that's crucial. I feel like these days to at least break in, and we know how successful Amazon has been live
Amazon
streaming
deal
wise.
Was great.
Yeah,
they had Junior, they had Parker Cleveland, Carl Edwards,
it was top,
and they had phenomenal broadcasts.
One of the best broadcasts,
easily,
right?
Easily. I mean, people are calling it the best in 10 years. I have to agree with that.
Yeah.
Right.
And they had like that pre-race show was an hour, and then they were drinking beer in the post-race show for 2 hours.
You
can't beat that.
No. And then look at Lime Rock. They raced at Lime Rock for the first time. The hype ahead of that race was enormous for a truck event.
Yeah.
So there is hype going to new places because it's a new opportunity for fans in that area to go to a NASCAR national race that maybe wasn't available to them before.
I'd be interested to see what the Prime deal, you know, gateways into. Like, I do wonder if the end goal is when this current contract expires to have a full streaming deal, and this is almost a soft launch. I mean, you'd have to think with the way that the medium is trending that's a possibility.
You know, the only bad part is I mean, you're literally going to have streaming a whole bunch of different things now. You know, it used to be
different websites and platforms.
Just to watch everything.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that was the original appeal of it, right? Was, I can see anything I want, anytime I want, but it's become so segmented that now you've eventually remade cable.
Right.
I mean, you basically have cable 2.0
with all the streaming costs. All
That's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
You thought you were saving money,
it's
but
more expensive.
It's now more expensive.
Now it's on your phone too.
You're basically paying for cable individually now.
Right.
Instead of,
Especially with the YouTube TV deal when they lost Disney. I mean, that sucked.
Yes.
Because a lot of people paid the money primarily for the Disney channels like ESPN and whatnot.
Yep.
Now they lost it.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, I couldn't watch Monday Night Football for a couple weeks.
Correct.
Because ABC is owned by Disney.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. And like you're sitting there like, all right, so, you know, I originally had Hulu. Now I have Hulu plus Disney plus Spotify plus Hulu Live TV.
Yeah.
And I'm just like,
it's crazy.
Did we really improve?
Peacock.
Did we benefit from this happening?
Yeah.
All right, what else you got there, Chief?
I got one more for you. With a complete washout on the agenda, you know, for the Snowball Derby, which is obviously still yet to come, but it's looking pretty bad for the weather so far. As a fan, what do you consider to be the best option here? Managing the schedule day by day as the rain comes in, or to just throw the entire thing a weekend back and say, we're just going to try it again next week? As a fan going to the event, what do you prefer?
I mean, this time of year, it's tough to push it to another weekend, right? Don't you want to try to squeeze it in?
Every team has driven all over the country to go there.
Yeah.
Right?
Especially this time of year. Yeah.
You have to try.
But he's asking from the fans' perspective, which is different from the drivers and team's perspective. As a fan, I'm sure you'd want to hear it earlier, especially if you're planning to book travel and might have to cancel plans and get that refund before you have to pay a possible cancellation fee or something like that.
Because it's such a massive weekend schedule, right? You start to get a concern, well, what if this goes to Monday? And what if we don't start running anything till Tuesday now? Like, would I just prefer that they say, all right, we're going to push this whole thing back and start next Thursday?
Well, do they say what the rain dates are? I don't know if they even have
I think they go, like, because they've ran it before on a Monday.
Right. No, right now it seems like they're going to be playing it essentially by ear, like the former option here.
I mean, they may not have much of a choice.
Well, they can't push it back now. You can't push it to next weekend, right? In my opinion, right now, all the teams are down.
The people are there.
Yeah.
And the people.
Right.
I mean, people fly in from all over the country.
Yeah.
You gotta
to watch it.
It's got to be Monday, Tuesday.
It has to be.
And I'm pretty sure they'll race as late into the night as they can to complete those events. I'm sure they've done it before where they've raced until like midnight or 1 a.m. But as a fan, you would like for it to be called early if it's going to get called.
You do.
Now they have a sting on their website that says Mother Nature 2 Snowball Derby 0, and then underneath it says we will not be shut out.
Wow.
Right.
They're defiant.
It says today's events have been postponed, but qualifying will now be at 12 p.m. on Saturday, and so they're gonna.
Yeah, I mean, it's so hard. There's so many teams down there.
Yeah.
Dude.
You got to do everything you
do
can.
that now?
Right.
And then they have all those late model guys. They have to test for a week again.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's not. People always say, "Why don't we just push it to next weekend?" Right? Because obviously, from the fan perspective, if you're working a 9 to 5, and your event gets pushed to Monday, Tuesday. Well, how the hell am I supposed to show up now? I was going to fly down for this. Now I can't even see it anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what people forget about the national events versus an event like this, although it is a big stage, it is still a local event where a lot of local drivers show up to, is that these teams don't have the logistical funding to just drive around and around and reschedule and move their whole lives around for it.
Yeah.
And it's not, not as much of at the very least a TV first product.
And they also all work 9 to 5
That's
jobs.
what I'm saying. So like they're all
Even the
calling out
teams.
Monday and Tuesday
Right.
already.
It's like, well, what? Okay, so now I have to call up for 4 more days?
Right.
I mean, it just gets so challenging. It's not like, realistically, I see a better chance of them doing this like a cup event that rains till Tuesday as opposed to an event like this.
The only thing is the last couple of years this has happened, at least for 1 or 2 of the days. It just seems like that time of the year for these guys. I'm not sure, but I mean, like Austin could attest, like when you're going down to a race like this, whether it's Martinville and there's rain in the forecast, you still have to go.
Right. Yep.
Right. They know that. I mean, right. You got to go.
Yeah.
And
Right,
you
then-
new never if the forecast could change.
That's right.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it is what it is.
Then you really got egg on your face. If you
Yeah.
push the whole thing to next week and say,
Oh,
I
dude.
double up the spending and then it's sunny. It's
Yeah,
possible.
Oh,
Right.
Unlikely.
promoters are sweating bullets if
Dude.
they call the event super early. They're hoping it rains.
Oh,
at
yeah.
that
Like,
point.
please, God,
Oh,
bring the
yeah.
monsoon on. Yeah, there's your stat chat, Babel. Merry Christmas.
All right. Well done there, Chief. All right, big thanks to our friends over there at Mid-State Site Development for our Did You Know segment. You know, Diego, as I said, I was deep in the archives doing this,
yeah,
the
you were.
Speedbowl stuff. So I came across a couple pictures here. This is our guy, Dave Monaco.
Wow.
You know him, right? He is the one of the guys involved with the Monaco Modified Series. And I actually sent him this picture. That's him behind the
Look
wheel.
at him.
In the pits.
He's a great guy. man.
Great guy.
He's awesome.
Oh, he is awesome.
And then here's a color picture here. That's from back one of the programs. A pretty unique design back in the day for that, huh? But the reason why I bring this up, did you know that Monaco Ford, this is George Lombardo from the 1950s.
Damn, son.
With Monaco and Sons. That's the New London Turnpike in Glastonbury. That's the address for Monaco Ford.
Wow.
I mean, that's the same.
I like that missile number right there.
Right?
It's good.
So the Monaco family has been involved in racing for like 70 years.
Unbelievable.
Amazing,
man.
huh? So I knew about Dave racing in the 70s, but I didn't know that their connection to the sport went back that far.
Right.
So that's I figured that's a perfect Did You Know segment. Diego, get yourself ready because,
Okay.
you know, even though it's the off season, that doesn't mean we don't have any viewer mail segment. You know how we do it. That's a bad job by me, Diego. Hold on.
What's your record for consecutive questions asked?
Man, I'm slacking
Oh,
tonight.
I know, we've had some issues.
Yeah,
It's
thanks to Ed
rough.
Marcel, Firewood and Land Clearing for this segment of Viewer Mail. Our first question comes in from one of our longtime supporters, Dan Riley. So,
Oh, yeah, we know that guy.
yeah, so thanks for sending this in. It says, first off, he says happy holidays. to all
Hey,
of
you know what? Happy holidays. Right back at you,
Hell
buddy.
yeah. So he has 3 short and easy questions. And we'll go one by one here. Now that the bowl has changed the street stock rules for 2026, is it time to change the late model rules for 2027 so that you can be using the same chassis if you move up from the streeters? And would this increase car counts?
No.
Yeah, I agree. We've talked about this in the past already. There's something to be said about letting the inmates run the prison, right? That's the phrase we always go back to. I love the street stock rule change, but I fear that people are going to get a little too trigger happy on this idea that you can just start rewriting all the rule books and it's going to magically save the Speedbowl car counts.
Yeah.
I don't think it will.
I don't agree with it either. I think, even
Who
though
would do it?
What's that?
Who would do it? Who would race a Stafford late model on Saturday at Waterford?
Yeah, I don't know. Your hopes would be that maybe in the future a street stock guy would turn his car into a late model. I don't know. I mean, it's worked well for Stafford, I think, over the years, but it's been a work for years.
Right.
right? I mean, if you tried to do that next year, you'd have no cars.
Well, and the Waterford late models have honestly started to gain, I think, a little bit of steam again.
Yeah,
they had something like 12 cars for a lot of races last year, right? I'm
going to be honest. I think the reason why the car count isn't as big as it should be in the division is just the inconsistency, whether it's in tech or... And this is just what people, race control. This is what they're complaining about. Has nothing to do with the cars. It's the inconsistency of management that's just hurt car counts. And I think if that were some way be able to be resolved, I think you would see an improvement in that area. But that's just my choice. I don't think changing the cars and keeping the same chassis and moving up, I don't think it's a great idea. It's worked great for Stafford. I think you guys are all on board with that, right?
Yeah, I'm with you.
Okay, the next question is there any talk about the bowl repaving the turns like Seekonk did? That would be awesome.
Not going to happen.
I wish it would happen. I would, just to throw a wrench in the program. The track has lost so much speed. Back in the day when we were running SKs, we were running 14 flat, 14-1. I mean, that was back in 2015.
Right.
Really?
Yes.
Here's the problem. You can't go on forever and not repave the track.
True.
Right.
Okay?
True.
We're already at the point. The track was built in 51. It was paved about a month after it opened. And it was repaved in 88. That's 37 years.
Mm-hmm.
1988 was 37 years ago.
It's a long
So we're
time.
already at and the track in the 80s was a disaster. Like, go back, maybe for one of the January shows, I'll get some pictures.
Yep.
But you could say that the track now is in a little better shape than it was in the 80s, but it's still in bad shape.
Yeah.
Right? Remember when Dave Root did the video there, not this past year, but the year before, when he walked the track for one of his YouTube videos and basically put his fist in his foot. And I mean, the cracks in the track are
huge,
ginormous.
I mean, never grass, weeds growing everywhere.
Well, I mean, when you're going fast enough, I understand that. But the point is, I can see if Bruce is saying that's a huge capital investment and it's just not something that I'm going to do.
Yeah, right.
Okay, but the track is not going to be good enough to race on forever. Like, eventually you will have to repave the track or you can't race on it.
Right.
So to me, it's something has to be done eventually. Maybe if it's not realistic for this year, but it can't always be this answer.
Right.
That he's never going to do it. Because eventually it's just not going to be a track that's raceable.
The unfortunate part is it's definitely hurt the product.
Yeah.
Yep.
On the track.
In the open wheel cars especially.
Oh, dude, it used to be Waterford first, Stafford second as far as racing. And that's changed because Waterford has become like a mini Thompson.
Yeah.
Yep. Right. High side.
Which I hate.
Like, oh man, it's just like you're about ready to get pounded and shoved out of the way. I'm sorry I have to do it this way, but this is what has to be done. And it's made people just do bad things to cars. Like,
you're 100% right, because I've heard multiple drivers say to me, I don't really want to race that way, but there's no other way to pass on that track right now.
Yep.
I mean, you
have to get into people.
Your bottom shot in Nerf bar, and I'm like, God, man, I hope I don't crush this guy. You know what I mean? Like,
the days of Keith Rocco and your brother, or Keith Rocco and Tyler Chadwick, or all those great battles from the heyday of SID's View. Right. You don't see those at all.
True side by side. It has to be a slide job now for the mods. It's the only way that you get it done.
Or the guy on the bottom keeps trying and then loses 4 spots.
Right.
I mean, in the fender divisions, you can see it a little bit.
Yeah.
But in the mods, forget about it.
Well, the only thing, the mods during like the Open or Monaco series comes in.
Yeah.
They, at the end of the run, they start working the bottom of the track.
They got enough power.
They sprayed the track, too.
The tri-track race this year, we were on the bottom.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
I went there like, I got to run that because I've never been there before.
And
I was
Sid
like,
and
I got to be up top.
We were
on the bottom. I was
shocked.
like,
in the stands, me and Sid were like, "What? They're running the bottom? Like, what happened?
Yeah,
did they do a secret repave?
It's still not the same. The intensity of those races 10, 15 years ago.
Oh, it was like watching Steven Reed trying to pass Sacco every week
without the lap car.
Right. You're like, oh my God, it's about to happen.
Yeah, I mean, I remember so many races. I mean, that one with your brother and Keith is probably one of the greatest races we've ever filmed.
Yeah.
And the intensity of that, there was no question. Like when they were racing, it wasn't like, oh, somebody has to make a move because they can't stay out there forever. Like, you knew that was just going to happen for lap after lap after lap because that's the way that track was.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, it's just not like that anymore.
Well, the crossovers are almost non-existent now because a lot of the time for crossovers, someone has to willingly go to the bottom and think that they're going to make a pass down there.
You see more crossovers at Stafford than Waterford.
Right. Yeah, but even the crossover, that wasn't a Speedbowl thing because the Speedbowl had 2 grooves. You didn't have to do the crossover.
Yeah, right.
It was set your car up to go fast on the outside and get by him.
Yeah.
That's what made Rocco great. Tyler got like that. And the mini stocks, Phil Evans was great at that. My cousin could pass cars. Bruce Thomas in the late... I can name a ton of them. Kenny Cassidy.
Yeah.
If you could set your car up and pass on the outside... You were one of the elite cars in no matter what division. Like the bottom shot stuff, that wasn't even a thing at the Speedbowl because it was 2-groove racing. That's what made it so awesome.
I've said it for years. 1 groove up top is way worse than 1 groove on the bottom.
It's a million times
At least
worse.
on the bottom you can pass. It might get a little physical, but if you make the move, you can complete the pass.
Austin, what is it like? Like I've never been to Mahoning Valley. Is that like a 1 groove bottom groove?
No, it's a circle track, so it's all momentum based.
Yep.
So there's no real you're turning the whole time.
There's no straightaway.
But it's like you just
can you make clean passes?
Oh yeah. You can run 3 wide there clean.
So is it like Seekonk? Is it comparable to Seekonk?
It's a smaller Seekonk with less banking.
Wow.
Really?
Okay.
It's flat or relatively flat.
It's smaller than Seekonk.
Yeah.
Wow,
a quarter
that's
mile.
tiny.
Yeah, it's tiny.
Wow.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, Sid, I just looked at a picture of it. It's an actual circle.
9-second laps.
It's
Wow. Really?
Yeah.
Holy crap. That's tiny. Yeah.
Well, it's all throttle control. It's all
do guys still have big motors and stuff?
Yeah, you can. It doesn't do anything.
Doesn't do anything for you, right?
No, you can run an SK there and be competitive.
That's awesome. That's so awesome.
You look at the SK Lights of Stafford, that's the one division with the modifieds you can run the outside. And we've seen lap after lap of side-by-side racing in that division. And that's incredible to watch, especially when they're packed up.
I mean, we went on a tangent there about repaving. To wrap that question up, I hope the Speedbowl does something.
I forgot we were even talking about.
I mean, and your brother brings up a point, like, have you seen other tracks? And I understand that there's around the country, there's tracks that are in worse condition than the Speedbowl. However, there's no denying that like you said, the quality of the product at the Speedbowl is down.
Oh, for sure.
And I've always thought that the core of that is the track was closed for almost 2 years.
Right.
Yeah.
Right? It was closed for 19 and then most of 20 because of the pandemic. And whatever grip and 2 grooves it had all got washed away and weathered.
There was nothing like watching a 25-car SK race there.
Oh, dude.
Right.
I mean, you want to talk
So
about
good.
like just
So good.
wasn't it? I mean, like you didn't want to miss a lap.
And and Keith starting 17th and winning it, right? Just
Sid's
dicing
view
through the
got me
field.
through high school.
Right, that's what I'm
Watching
talking
old
about.
videos. Yeah.
I hit the wrong one.
No, I was going to say, so what was that supposed to
We
be?
had our Chromebooks or whatever they're called.
Oh,
and
you
then
were watching it in school?
Yeah.
That's so
I
awesome.
get my work done. But
That's
Sid's
great.
view.
That's great.
No, and keep in mind, the bottom groove being bad does not just end with the racing quality. Like it starts to snowball. We've had so many guys come in here and say, "I can't even go to the bowl because I can't pass. There's no chance of me winning."
Well, we're
Especially
talking about
part-time
car
drivers.
count.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Unbelievable. All right, let's move on to the next one. This
right.
is the third question from Mr. Riley, so thanks. If it is possible, would adding a pit lane to the bowl help improve racing and increase car counts? I think we just went over that. What would really help car counts? Listen, would I love to see the bowl? I mean, if they were paving and Bruce said, hey, let's do it. Put a drainage system in and pave and maybe run some different type of racing in the infield and have a pit lane. Yeah, that would be really cool, but is it going to happen? Probably not. I mean, we can't even get the corners done.
Dude, it would be so close quarters.
I think I've said this before, I'd always love to see, I think maybe you'd have to elevate it a little bit, but if you came in the turn 3 gate and then you pitted all like modified row,
Yeah.
But it was elevated a little bit, so you can see it a little bit now from the grandstands. But basically, if it was elevated, you could see around turns 3 and 4 the pits, and then you would still come out pit 4. That would be kind of neat.
Yeah.
But that would take a lot of.
Yeah.
I
mean, there's so many different things you can do.
We're daydreaming now.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, cool. Here's the next one. This one's from Fence Line Films, so you know.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
My man loves him some Austin. All right, so here we go. This is a question for you, Austin.
All right.
It's funny too. What do you think is the contributing biggest factor to how you became the caliber driver you are now? Which is pretty good. You've done pretty well.
Not bad.
Yeah, not bad. Was it all those years finishing second to Matt Hirschman? Or running an SK Weekly at Stafford the year you ran 60 races in 1 year? Just to top it off. Or is it the experience just in seat time? Or having so much experience at just a diverse set of tracks, racing series, and different sanctioning bodies? So thank you so much for that. So yeah, let us know, man. What do you think prepped you?
Well, I think all three are contributing factors, honestly. Yes, I finished second to Matt a lot.
That's funny, yeah.
But, just traveling as much as we do, going to all these different tracks, you got to find grip wherever, and that's helped me throughout all my years. Just all that seat time, learning with different drivers, different series on the modifieds. It's just, it's all contributed down to one thing, and it's just helped me the whole way, really, is just finishing second to Matt. Running all those Western New York races with the ROC, going up the tri-track now and competing full time with them. It really prepared me to get into the modified tour and contributed to all that.
I got a question for you. Off of that, so for people out there listening, when you go to a track that let's just say the first time the tour has gone there or the first time you have been there, is there something do you watch races to prep yourself, or do you say, I'm going to go out and practice and follow so-and-so to see what I'm doing? What is your prep for a track that you haven't been to yet?
iRacing.
Is that what it is?
Well, some of it's iRacing. Like Richmond helped me, like on iRacing.
How much does that help you?
It helps visual cues, really.
Yeah.
Like the handling's a little different, but visual cues, it helps a lot. Like going to Richmond, I was blind, but I went on iRacing and it helped a lot.
Right.
But like when I started the tour, going to different tracks, it was me and my dad would walk around the racetrack. If he's been there before, he'd give me input on where I can be in there. But Fence Line helped a lot with the in-cars as well. Just I like to watch a lot of racing for a track I'm going to, or watch the past tour race there before I get to that racetrack. So I do a lot of prep before I go there.
Right.
So when you say visual cues in iRacing, do you see like a marker on the wall and it's like, I have to lift at this exact spot?
Not the wall really, but like where the entry of the corner is. I never look at visual cues on the wall. I'm always looking at the corner, and then I go by feel, really.
Right, because when I used to play iRacing, you'd all right, well, there's a caution light right here. Thompson, let off here.
Yeah, I just go by feel of the car, kind of.
So you've raced at a lot of tracks. What's your favorite to race on?
Richmond's fun. Richmond, I mean, just a little biased because it's my first tour win. New Smyrna's bad fast.
Yep.
That place is cool. I gotta say Mahoning and Chemung Speedrome in New York.
Yep.
That place is cool. The tour used to run there.
Yeah.
But like you enter turn 3 and you're almost head on with the pit wall. Like if you're passing someone. It's
Oh, really?
Cool. Oh yeah. And then you're tight against the wall.
It's so cool.
It is cool. It's cool. Adrenaline thing. Kinda. But like you know how Snowball Derby, the super late models get really close?
Oh,
Hugging
yeah.
the wall.
It's the same thing with modifieds at Chemung.
Wow.
Turn 1.
Oh.
So that place has a lot of character.
Quarter mile,
A little bit over a quarter mile.
like the Speedbowl.
Probably the same size as
Yeah?
Speedbowl, just different shape. It's like egg shaped. It's
Okay.
like they ran out of property, so they cut the corner.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they ran out of property, so they had to pave in.
Wow.
That's cool.
That place is cool and characteristic.
Bodine family built that,
Yep.
right? Yeah.
Wow, man. Well, listen, that was another segment of Viewer Mail. I want to thank Ed Marcel, Firewood and Land Clearing. So thank you, guys.
Reminator, hit it.
If any of y'all have questions for us during this off season, please send it to sidviewpodcast@gmail.com. Thank you.
You're supposed to say back to you, Sid.
Back to you, Sid.
I like to thank you.
All right, I got a doozy here. Another
all right.
mid-state site development. You know, Diego.
Yes.
August 20th, 2003, the Featherlight Modified Tour, as it was known at the time, visited the old Waterford Speedbowl And wouldn't you know, this guy right here won the poll.
Look at the mustache.
The mustache. Can we just talk about the mustache? Now, first of all, did he call Tom Fox and get clearance to have that thing, or what's going on
Might
there?
have needed that.
That's
cool.
unbelievable,
Arrow
huh?
advantage right
I would
there.
have been 5 months old at that time.
Wow. Okay. A lot
What
to
was it,
celebrate there.
August?
August
Yeah.
30th, 2003.
Yep, I would have been 5 months old.
All right.
Jeez,
See?
you're young.
I was a good luck charm.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
All right. There's your stat drop of the the Christmas show. Keep going. All right, so Diego, I went into I was trying to find some stuff about maybe a Christmas movie or something, but I didn't find one on a Christmas movie because on this date in 1984, 41 years ago, the classic movie that our girl Reminator in one of our most recent reels confused with Mall Cop. But Beverly Hills Cop was released on this date in 1980. Well, it's
Don't
Remy.
worry about it.
So Beverly Hills Cop was the obviously Eddie Murphy classic. It was produced on a $13 million budget, grossed over $320 million at the box office. Wow. Shot Eddie Murphy into superstardom. Co-starred Judd Reinhold.
Great movie. I loved it.
Ronnie Cox and Bronson Pinchot, among others. It was the highest grossing R-rated film until The Matrix Reloaded in 2003. Although if adjusted for inflation, it still remains in the top spot. Although largely successful both critically and commercially, including being nominated for Oscars and Golden Globes, the movie was initially given 2 thumbs down by renowned critics Roger Ebert and Gene Siskel, which back in the day, what they said was
that
was
like
a
the
big
Bible.
deal.
Yep.
It was followed by 3 sequels, Beverly Hills Cop 2, which is a good movie, Beverly Hills Cop 3, which is one of the worst movies ever made, and Beverly Hills Cop Axel F, which just came out a couple of years ago, and was actually not that bad. There's reported to be a 5th series in development. Here's the movie poster from the original. Matter of fact, there's
It was a great movie.
yeah, there's
dude.
a documentary on Eddie Murphy called Being Eddie that we just watched. It's pretty good. A couple screenshots for you. There's Axel Foley, Jenny Summers, and Billy Rosewood.
Axel Foley. That was a great movie, man.
And then you remember this dude, Inspector Todd? He was great. One of the he's probably in the Mount Rushmore of actors dropping F-bombs. Hearing him swear, it's like Joe Pesci or Samuel L. Jackson. He was great. Actually, was a Detroit cop before he starred in this movie. I forget this actor's name, but he had something weird on his forehead, and his character's name was Victor Maitland. And then Bronson Pinchot had a great cameo in as well. And here's one of the most classic screenshots as well. So, listen, Eddie was my guy back in the day. I loved Eddie Murphy.
But did you like Mrs. Doubtfire?
Yeah, it was okay. I mean, Robin Williams was funny. That's
You
good.
don't like? You don't like it?
The Crumps or whatever.
Oh yeah,
The Clumps.
The Clumps. Whatever.
the Nutty Professor.
Professor.
Oh yeah,
No,
The
come on,
Nutty
that's so
Professor
good.
was great.
That's what I meant. The Nutty Professor.
The Nutty Professor was great.
The
I was like,
sequel
oh,
to
it's
Dinner
not
Table.
good.
oh, that's
Oh my
great.
God.
Yeah, I got you colon right here. Yeah, I could see how you would like that.
Oh,
scene.
funny. You know what? Can I tell you what we've been watching at home a lot? I know this is off, but we've been watching The Sandlot. Any of you guys watch
Of
that?
course,
I just watched
dude.
that recently.
Have you
Dude,
seen?
isn't it? My daughter, we just keep replaying it and replaying it. You see when the little kid is loving the lifeguard?
Wendy Peppercorn.
Yes, and he jumps in the pool. He's like,
Dude,
I'm doing it.
That's one of the best scenes.
Oh, we keep watching it. It's a great movie.
So the funny thing is, Diego, is that you asked if I had ever seen that. Like, have you ever seen what's behind me in the set?
I know.
Okay. I was just.
Well, I don't
wondering.
know. I don't know if anybody in here has paid attention.
Honestly, it's easy to miss.
We know one person who doesn't pay attention.
Oh yeah, I've been stuck on that movie now, though. I've been hyped up about it.
Okay.
All right.
All right. So I was hoping that you were going to speak just for a little bit more because,
Okay.
I mean, the funny
Oh,
thing
he
is,
could keep talking.
I can. I am a chatterbox.
Well, I was just like, Sid, I mean, you're That's not Mrs. Doubtfire. I mean, that's one of the greats.
Well, no, I was confused
Yeah,
because
that was off topic.
I meant to say.
I know we were
talking Professor.
Right,
That's
we
what
were
I meant
talking
to
about
say.
Eddie Murphy movies, and then he went
sure,
Mrs.
that's not it.
Doubtfire.
Yeah, I don't know why I did that.
Where
I
the
meant
hell's he
Nutty
going with
Professor.
this?
Eddie Murphy goes Robin Williams.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know.
I don't know why I did that either. I got
Yeah.
him slightly confused.
All right.
No, they don't even look similar.
All right, here we go.
Jeez.
All right, what's on tap? Well, that's what's on tap. The Snowflake 125 and Snowball Derby. Something's happening with them. Let's see what Mother Nature does with them. Then we got the holidays, the act banquets in the beginning of the year. We're going to have 3 podcasts in January. We are working on some doozies of guests. We can't commit to say any on the air, but let's just say championship caliber, just like our man Austin Beers tonight. We are taking some big swings with these January ones, and of course, Ben Dodge's Auto Parts Swap and Sell. You know, we have an opportunity to possibly have a booth up there.
I'm looking forward to going up.
Yeah,
I've gone the last
and we'll talk
2
about
or
that.
3 years.
Yeah.
I like going there. It's a good time to catch up with people and see what they have on displays.
All right. Well, listen. You know what? We're at the end of the show already, Reminator. We're not finding out who won the week and nothing. So
That's really sad. Actually.
Weird,
I was
right?
So ready.
listen,
That was
holidays.
such a cold way to exit.
Well, we're ending the show. Jesus.
I know. What are we gonna do?
I don't know. Sing a Christmas carol or something.
Yeah, there's no singing carols here. Listen, follow us on socials. You know how we do it there. Reminator, you have no idea how many reels I have of Remy just making you laugh. You know how she does it. Diego, take us home, brother.
Yeah, man, love to do it. I got to thank Fowler's Auto Record for the weekly update. Of course, Waddell Communications for the Nostalgia Nugget. Northeast Performance and Parts for the Popcorn Stat Chat. Midstate Site Development. Man, thanks, man. Stat Drop.
What happened?
Yeah, the Stat
what?
Drop.
Stat clap?
Yeah, did you know and what's on tap? Of
Over
course,
to you, Remy.
Of course, Hey, I'm a little out of.
We all are, man. It's all good.
Of course, Riley Generators for the Pop Culture Minute, Ed Marcel Firewood and Land Clearing. Thanks for viewer mail. Couldn't do it without Monaco Ford for the Chalkboard Chatter. Of course, Seacon Grand Prix on again this week for firing up the hot seat. What a pleasure it's been to have one of the youngest champs in the NASCAR Wheel and Modified Tour, Austin Beers, join us tonight. Thanks so much, man.
Thanks for having me. Maybe in 3 years, Sid will invite me again.
So
Taking the heat. Awesome guest. Bonds, always, man. Thanks for helping out, bro. You kill it all the time. Vault Productions. I mean, Austin could tell you this studio is badass, bro.
Word.
Hell yeah, reminds me of the Sandlot. All right, and last but not least, all you podcast members, thanks for joining us tonight. Have a happy Merry Christmas.
I'd like to say a big thank you to Flow Racing for the video tonight. Also, thank you to Steve Kennedy and Shani Lorenzen for the photos tonight.
Very good there, Rems. Listen, shout out to Justin Bonson, quoting Inspector Todd from Beverly Hills Cop in the live chat. Well played, my man. Well played. All right, everybody, listen, have yourself a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, whatever you're doing. Hope you enjoy the holidays. We'll see you back here in January. 3 shows. Follow us on socials. You'll find out who'll be joining us in studio. See you then.